Welcome to the Granny Square series. This week you can learn how to make this lovely square that we can add to our ever-growing blankets. We're using puff stitches, popcorns and clusters in this square. I'm going to be using the Stonewash range in Moonstone with a 4mm hook. So let's get started. To begin, I'm making a double magic circle. You can use a chain 3 or 4 and slip stitch if you prefer. And for round 1, we're going to make 6 puff stitches. So to make the first one, we're going to pull our chain, because we've chained one, we're going to pull our chain loop to the size of a US double, UK treble. We're going to yarn over, go in, pull through and pull up. So we're going to do that 3 times in total. So that's 1, yarn over, go in, pull through, twice, yarn over, go in, pull through 3 times, and then we yarn over and pull through all of those loops. We then chain 2. And we're going to make 5 more into our circles. Yes, the same thing. Yarn over, go in, pull up 3 times. And then yarn over and pull through all those loops. I like to give it a little bit of a wiggle as I pull through. Chain 2. So I'm going to go ahead and make 4 more stitches into my circle. If you're making along, you can press pause and I'll see you at the end of the round. So when you've made your 6 stitches, we'll then chain 2 and we're going to pull the circle tight. And we will slip, oops, got my yarn caught there. We will slip stitch into the top of that first puff stitch we made to join, and then slip stitch across into the chain 2 space. And there we go, that's how it should look at the end of round 1. Round 2, we're going to start by chain 2. And we're going to make 2 popcorn stitches in each chain 2 space with a chain 1 in between each popcorn. And we're going to make each popcorn by making 4 US doubles, UK trebles. So there's 1. 2. 3. And 4. After our 4 stitches, pull the hook to make the loop big. Take your hook out and take it into the first stitch we made. Take hold of the yarn and pull through. Pull tight and chain 1. We're then going to make a second popcorn stitch into that same chain 2 space. So we will make 4 stitches, turn it into a popcorn, chain 1, and then we'll hop across into the next chain 2 space and repeat. So at the end of round 2, we will have 12 popcorn stitches and 12 chain 1 spaces. If you're making along with me, you can press pause and I'll see you at the end of the round. At the end of round 2, we finish with a chain 1 and we're going to slip stitch into the top of that first popcorn we made. and then slip stitch across to the chain 1 space. And that's how it should look at the end of round 2. So for round 3, we're going to chain 2, and we're going to make a 3-stitch cluster into each chain 1 space here with a chain 2 between each cluster. And we're going to do that using US doubles, UK trebles, making 3 stitches together. So we yarn over, go into the chain 1 space, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's our first stitch started. Then we start our second, yarn over, go in, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's our second stitch started. And then we're going to start the third. So yarn over, go in, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then you should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Chain 2, and we repeat into the next chain 1 space. So we make a 3-stitch cluster, and chain 2, and we hop across to the next space, and we're just going to go all the way around like so. If you're making along, you can press pause, and I'll see you at the end of the round. So at the end of the round, we finish with a chain 2, and then we're going to slip stitch into the front of our first cluster to join, and then slip stitch across into the chain 2 space. And that's how it should look at the end of round 3. Round 4, we're going to square our circle. So we're going to chain 1, we should be in that chain 2 space. And we're going to make a US single, UK double. Into the same space, we're going to make 2 US half doubles, UK half trebles. Come to the next chain 2 space, we're going to make, this is our corner, we're going to make 6 stitches in total. We start with 2 US doubles, UK trebles. We then make 1 US treble, UK double treble. Chain 2. And into that same space, we make another US treble, UK double treble. And 2 US doubles, UK trebles. So 6 stitches to make the corner. Into the next chain 2 space, we make 2 US half doubles, UK half trebles, and then 1 US single, UK double. And that's our repeat. So we're going to start again, same as we started here. 1 single, US single, 2 US half doubles or UK double, and 2 half trebles. Yeah, and so on round. So if you're making along, you can press pause, and I'll see you at the end of the video. At the end of the round, you should finish with a US single, UK double, and then we're just going to slip stitch across to join, and there's our square. Looks good, doesn't it? You might want to give it a block, just so that those popcorns sit nicely, and I'll see you in the next video.